Hey, hello. Hope you guys are doing well. I am Paul Apollonia. I mainly sell on eBay and other venues like Amazon and Facebook Marketplace and a bunch of other apps. I do a lot of teaching, seminars, one-on-ones, and I get a lot of questions on how do you look up solds on eBay. And I'm going to show you this. Actually, we did a seminar down for the Mobile Tech Expo 2019 last week in January. And the question came up in my seminar. I was showing them how to sell their used equipment that they're no longer using in their detail shops, buffers, vacuums, polishers, carpet extractors, etc. So here we're going to look up a DeWalt buffer. So you're going to come up here. Let's start over again. You're going to come up here into the search bar, and you're going to type in what you're looking for. So I'm just going to do a generic DeWalt buffer. I know there's different models. This is similar to the one I used to use. I've actually sold one of these on eBay, my old one. So here, this is not the sold. This is not what the item sold for. This is what people are asking for the item. These are items that are currently for sale on eBay that are listed on eBay. And you'll see all different prices, new, used. Obviously, if you're selling something you've already had in your shop, it is used. So this is the best way to do it. They have updated the eBay screen to make it a lot easier to access stuff on the side. So you're going to scroll down here. Very, very simple to do this. This is not complicated. Obviously, this is on a desktop. You can do this on your phone too through the eBay app. It's very simple to do it there too. Doesn't look like this, but it's very, very easy to access solds on your phone. So you're going to click on sold, because obviously you want to see sold items. Okay, it's going to say solds and completed, but hang on, you're selling a used item. So see, you're going to see new and all sorts of other stuff. So you want to narrow the search down to even more to used items. Now there's other things you can put in the search criteria. You can do the price from, ascending, descending. You can do all sorts of other things, but this is just a basic search for sold items I'm showing you. All right, so this person has one for 132. It looks like it's in really nice shape. I don't know what that model number is. I forget what my model number is, but this is just a demonstration on how to look up solds on eBay. I think I sold mine for $99 plus shipping, but that was about 5 years ago. It did have issues. The power button was real tricky on and off, and the power cord was wearing out, which is very common on the end. So this is basically, so what you want to look at, you want to look at how the item sold. Did it sell through a buy it now, also known as a fixed price? Or did it sell by auction? 80% of the items sold on eBay are sold via buy it now. I prefer buy it nows, but I always look at how the majority of the items sold, whether it was buy it now or what they call fixed price or auction. So let's look at some of the items here. You have a auction for 132. Let's see where this auction started at. I am of the opinion if you start the auction at the lowest price you want to get for the item, whatever that may be. So let's see if this is going to work. Sometimes it shows you, there it is, 25 bids. We're going to click on this and see what the starting bid to the ending bid was. So he started it at $49.99, obviously, and it climbed up to $132.50. So he did really well on that. If it's just laying around the shop and you've gotten your use out of it and you are basically done with the item, I mean, it is just sitting on the shelf. It's been there for a couple of years and you're not using it. I would start off at the lowest you can possibly start off with and go from there. $49.99 plus his shipping is a pretty darn good deal. So you're going to go back, hit your back button. So we're going to look at this listing. This is obviously a very nice one, but we're just going to get an idea of the listing. It is an auction. And it's very nice. He's using all the item specifics, which is very, very important for Google. Google likes that. Every night eBay uploads all their listings to Google, so it's very important to do everything correctly. So Google likes your listings. This actually I don't like, but again, I see this all the time. I tell people not to do stuff, and we look at a listing and the person sold it. So I'm not a big fan of doing this because this has an issue with being mobile friendly. 80% of the sales on eBay are done on mobile devices. So you got to keep that in mind too. But he did sell it. He has a lot of stuff in here, which is good. Tells about the product, tells everything. Also, when you're doing your title, don't worry about, I would not do this. Very nice. That's a waste of search. I would just start here and go all the way here. I would take out these parentheses. That's the model number, I'm assuming. And I would do that. But again, he's proving me wrong. He sold the item with this in it. So it's obviously a hot item. Let's look at some other, this here with this dash across it means it was sold as a best offer. You could do a buy it now or what they call fixed price listing with a best offer option, which means he may have started, well, he started at $129.99, and who knows what he got for a best offer. There used to be a way of checking that, but there is no longer a way of checking what he got for it as a best offer. Like I said, I recommend you starting them off. If you're going to do an auction, start off as low as possible to where you're making money, and always include shipping. I would do probably a flat rate shipping of at least $22 to ship this thing because it is heavy. You don't know where you're shipping it to. You can do calculated shipping if you like. That is up to you. So here's another one. He did $129. Buy it now, free shipping, which is good. That's a good deal. He probably made about $100 on that. Here's one over here with some accessories. I don't know what that is. There's an old one, but you know what? What people do a lot of times, they buy these, but they buy items on eBay, the real cheap ones, and they flip them. They fix them. They clean them up. You could easily clean this up, fix it if there's anything wrong with it, and probably get, probably make $50-$60 on this. That shipping's a little low, but I don't know how he's shipping it. There's different ways you can ship it. Post office has different size boxes. You can use flat rate boxes, so he may have gotten away with that. There's a part. So you get the idea. Basically, look at what the option is, whether it's an auction or a buy it now or fixed price, they call that. And just review the listings. And you can also, once you find a listing that you like, I'll show you really quick. This is getting a little further than what I wanted to do, but since I've got you guys, you're going to do after we looked at this listing, went, wow, this is really, really nice. Okay, I'm not a big fan of what I showed you in the description, but you could say, okay, I want to sell one like this. And what it does is, sorry about that, my internet is slow for some reason. It is not new, so you have to change the stuff it's used. You'd have to add some things to your description. But it defaults to all the stuff that was in the item specifics, which is very important to fill this out. Even always when you're doing item specifics, it's great to add your own, which you can here. But when you're selecting one here, try and stay with one of these that are already selected. Why? Because this is based on millions of sellers searching on things in item specifics. So you want to stay with stuff that millions of sellers are looking for. So you add your pictures, stuff like that. It's basically a skeleton of a listing. You add your description, add your price. Always check this. Make sure it's the same quantity you have. I personally have burned myself with this by not looking at the quantity. If you have one, make sure it's one. Whatever. Sometimes when you do a sell as an existing listing, the quantity is different. PayPal, you can do a request immediate payment. That's up to you. Sales tax. I'm not a tax accountant. I don't work for the IRS. Please do what you need to do there. Pay your taxes. So that is basically it in a nutshell. I really hope this helped you out. Again, my name is Paul Apollonia. I do eBay training, one-on-one, small group, large group, classroom. I do monthly trainings at Lifelong Learning in Wake County. You could just type it into Google. It's in Raleigh through the school, the Wake County school system. It's a night program, starts at 6:30, ends at 9, usually third Thursday of the month. I also run the eBay Meetup Group, Raleigh eBay Meetup Group, an eCom group. We meet the second Thursday of the month from 7 to 8:45. Panera closes at 9 now, so we get out at 8:45. And it's a great meeting. All different types of sellers are there. So please stop on by. If you have any other questions, I also have a online eBay training course, sort of for beginners, but it's really, really good. I guess anybody could really learn from it. And that it will be all down below. Please smash that old like button, and please, please, please subscribe to the channel if you like what I'm telling you. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. You guys have a great day, and I hope this helped you out.